to end this AEW news segment, we head over to, speaking of Husey, here's one of his AI thumbnails over on K100, right? And we're going to listen to Eric Bischoff talk about if Dave Meltzer is lying to cover for AEW's downfall. Now, this is somewhat of an impromptu Dave Meltzer dumb moment of the week, I guess. So we will play a flute, just a quick little taste, the Daddy Magic taste of the Dave Meltzer flute. So let's hear what Bischoff has to say about basically Meltzer covering up for this TV deal. Now, the reason it's an AEW news is because it pertains to the TV deal. Husey speculated, Konnan allegedly, I've talked about it. The cons are like putting their own money up for this. It has to be some of that. But yeah, let's listen to this. Yeah.
Well, the very arrogant way he tries to like deflect these basic criticisms that people have is what bothers me, because like he's trying to tell everybody now that we have to apologize because they got $170 million deal and supposedly they're going to be profitable going forward. All right, just for one sentence. But my basic thing is like, well, dude, WWE just got 787.
It's not even that. Nobody can compare. Even you can't compare WWE to AEW in any way, shape, or form. Right. But here's the deal with Dave. You asked earlier, why does Dave do this? Why does Dave do that? Why does he keep ignoring all these other, data points? It's because it's all he's got, and it's the TV deal is all he's got. He can't talk about any other aspect of the business without being honest about it. So he talks about something. He talks about a mirage. That deal, and again, I don't know anything. I've never seen the contract, but I'm 100% confident in what I'm about to say. Either Dave Meltzer has seen the contract and AEW's financials, and if he has, he knows within that contract there are thresholds. AEW will have to reach a certain. Now, again, I don't know this is a fact, but I've not seen.
So tiered thresholds, etc. This is that I've speculated on, as well as just them putting up their own money for some of this, as long as WBD can peel off the top. I promise some of that's going on.
Too many.
How do you promise that? Because I got a feeling. No, I can't promise it, but prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong so that I can know what I'm right about or what I'm wrong about. Like I want them to go, no, legit, they put up the money. Here's why. Da-da-da. I want that proven so badly so I can just shut up about it. We don't have to speculate. And the reason being is because Meltzer and them want to go, the TV deal, we're a challenger brand. It's like, prove it. We don't know that. TNA is more of a challenger brand. There, I said that. Prove that they aren't, in comparison. That's all, I want to see some numbers. Like, you want to definitively claim all this, Dave and everyone else. Show us.
Your TV deals that don't have thresholds, performance thresholds in them. Maybe Tony's such a good salesman, he got around that. But let me finish. Thresholds is the number one issue. Yeah, it's $170 million contract, a face value. Pay close attention to people that are listening to this. If you're an aggregator, I call you a parasite. But if you're going to aggregate this, do it in context and the whole thing, please. Thank you very much. I posit that $170 million deal that is the only thing that Dave can stand on is an illusion, because I don't think it's an all-cash deal. I believe that there is a significant portion of that $170 million that has nothing to do with cash. It has everything to do with the cash value.
Right. That's 100% what it is. Actually, they're getting, $6 million every 2 weeks, every week, 3.6, now that those checks are rolling in, Brian, they're starting to spend some of that money. Couldn't build a ring in Australia, though.
Of a certain amount of commercial inventory that Turner is providing to AEW. It's called, in contractual terms, in-kind, in quotes, in-kind value. What that does, and by the way, that commercial inventory that they're getting is called remnant inventory. It's inventory that they haven't sold and they can't sell, So what do? They say, I'll tell you what, Joe Blow, I know you want $100 million a year for a license fee. I'll give you $50 million in cash, but I'll give you $65 million worth of promotion. That making the whole total deal, whatever the total is. So I again, no inside information. I just have enough confidence to suggest that a large portion of that $170 million deal isn't even real. It's significantly less than that. But now, Dave either knows that, and I've challenged him online. And I'll challenge you right here, Dave. If you have seen this contract, I want you to tell me
exactly.
Either
just say it already, say what, like, he can't, because he gets sheets off Discords that are fake doctored things and says they're WWE memos. He's or a WBD rather memos. He's on clown shoes.
There is in-kind promotional value, or tell me that I'm absolutely wrong because you've seen the contract. Can't have it both ways. You either know what you're talking about or you don't. We'll see.
Could it be possible that for Tony not to look bad, to have put in some money into that? Like, say, here's $50 million, just say this is part of the deal? I wouldn't buy that, just because it's creative, but it's a publicly held company and they generally don't like too much creative. And besides that, there's no real benefit to turn.
So here,
this is the one thing that confuses me. There's no real benefit to Turner for that $170 million a year, $185 million, whatever it is, whatever the number is, because I don't believe the number's real anyway. I believe it's partially real and partially in-kind value. Typically, networks, especially one that's broke. I mean, Turner woke up 6 months ago to a $9 billion loss.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a company that's riding high. They're spinning off major divisions because they're poor. They're so poorly performing. So why would TBS want it publicized that there is that how much they paid in a license fee? That's the other part that's weird to me. And then perhaps it was negotiated because it was important to Tony. Tony's like Dixie Carter in the sense that the most.
Oh, come on. That's not very fair, Eric. I'm not like Dixie Carter. Not at all. This isn't like my personal playground. That's not very fair. Tell him, Conrad.
Oh, come on now, Eric.
Oh, come on now, Eric. That's not very fair to try and say that a healthy AEW is not healthy for the wrestling business.
Important thing was the perception. As long as the perception was that you were growing and things were getting better, the reality didn't matter.
Let me just tell you this. I think that what's happened with AEW, Eric, is, how you said that Tony and Dave had the same taste, like the high flying, the Japanese style, all that. They found a niche that likes that also, but it's only a niche. And you're not going to make
money. Dude, it's a niche within a niche. We know. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for AEW news.